Hi, my name is Josh. I'm with Robin Rents Equipment, and today we're going to be going over the basic operating instructions for a 55XA self-propelled lift. Two things you want to keep in mind before starting with the lift. One, you wear your personal protection equipment, and two, you want to make sure you park the lift on a solid level ground. Two steps we need to cover before actually entering the basket. Step one is the latches. We want to make sure we unlock the latches for the top boom, and we want to make sure that we unlock the bottom latch for the bottom boom. Second thing will be the control panel here. So the second step is the lower control panel. You have two ways you can operate this lift. You can turn the key to the left for the lower control panel here. Pull your emergency stop button out. You can auto level the lift here. You can control the lift here. We would recommend you running the controls from the basket because you can drive it around, set it up, do everything you need to do here from the basket. So what you want to do before you get in the basket, you want to turn the key to the right. That's the basket mode. Make sure your emergency stop button is pulled out. Let it run its diagnostics. Once it gets ready to go, you just close the lid, get in the baskets, and you can auto level everything there. Alright guys, so we're in the basket now. This right here is the same, basically the same control panel as the lower. A couple different things on it you want to pay attention to is you have a key here. This right here will actually start the engine of the lift. You have a choke button here for cold weather. It hadn't even started in a little while. You also have a horn. The good thing about this lift here is it has three different options for steering. You have a front steer mode that steers just the front wheels. You have a back steer mode that steers the back wheels only. And then you have a crab crawl, which steers all four wheels. The good thing about this lift also is it has a built-in generator to charge the batteries as you operate it. So what you want to do is you want to start the lift here, let it warm up for a second, and then hit the plug in, and that right there will activate your generator to start charging the batteries as you operate it. You also have a low speed and a high speed. This right here is made for hills and loading and unloading the lift. And now we're going to set this thing up and get going. To actually set this lift up, it's very, very simple. You have an auto level here, and you have an extend button here. Notice there's 8 lights here. When all 8 lights light up green, that means it's level. Make sure to hit the auto level to extend or retract. Never lower one or raise one at a time. We always want to use the auto level button. It makes it so much easier and so much faster. Now that we have everything set up, we're going to auto level the machine using the operating instructions that was just given. Make sure when you're auto leveling to use the auto level with the extend button to let the outriggers down. Now the lift is level, you have all of your 8 lights on. Now you're ready to operate the lift. You have a couple of different selections for each boom section. You have a basket control. This right here will make your basket go up or down depending on your color. You also have the joystick here with the indicator blue and yellow. You have an upper jib here. You have a jib extend and retract. You have an upper boom. You have a lower boom, and you also have a rotation boom. So when you pick your desired selection of what you want to operate, make sure the light is on green, indicating that's the function you want to use. You have a yellow arrow pointing out and a blue arrow pointing in. This right here also indicates the direction you want to take your joystick. The first step you want to do is make sure that you pull the jib away from the frame of the lift before going up. Once you get done operating the lift and you're ready to get it back in the stow position, you want to make sure that your lower boom is in the forward position to where you lower it down back in the cradle as if you were taking it out. Your upper boom as well. You have a flap down there that has a sensor. That right there will let the lift know once it's down and you push that flap in that it's in stow position. Now that we're done with the lift and we're ready to move to the next spot, now you want to hit the auto level and the retract button to let your outriggers up. Once you're ready to move the lift to the next location, you want to make sure that all your boom sections are deselected and your drive mode is on. To drive this lift, you have a forward and you have a reverse. Push it forward to go forward, reverse to go in reverse. You have thumb switches indicating the direction that you desire to travel.